Are you okay, Mike? Let's see. Oh yeah, we have an image too. Hello, chat. It is season 4 day. Let's just do a quick mic check. Mike, are you there?
I'm here.
Cool, that's done.
I see what you did there.
Glad someone appreciated that joke. You were all people. So yeah, it's season 4 release day, at least on Steam, and consoles follow next week. And I am Jacob, the community manager at Ghost Ship Games, and I'm here with Mikkel, game director.
Yeah. Hi guys. Nice to meet you. Yeah, game director.
Yeah, and Tim, game designer.
Hello.
And Johan, usual suspect and programmer.
Hello.
And Mike is also here. Mike, we did a check. You are here.
Oh yeah, right. We did.
Cool. Thanks.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
So I'm setting a high score in the...
Oh, no, Mike, you son of a...
Abandon all hope.
You're not
Jacob.
doing very well, Mikkel.
He's just getting warmed up.
Okay, I'm gonna go press the anti-gravity button.
I think you can move your microphone a
No.
little bit.
Who, me?
Please don't, Jacob. It's going really good at Jetty Boots.
I'll let you have this.
Get
I'll
him.
let you have this.
17.
So are we just gonna do
18,
this for the entire
19.
stream, or it's Oh shit.
Yeah, why not?
My real record is 58 though.
No! It's what the people want. Oh!
Hold up.
That's you're harassing me.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you go try and beat that, Tim.
Alright, fine.
Team.
Check this out.
How do I... Can I...
I'm just warming up.
Hey Tim, cheers.
Cheers.
Is this getting in your
no.
face?
It is.
Nice.
It's fine. I can handle it. Oh no. Oh, okay. So this is easy.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Okay.
Ah,
Bullied.
dang it.
Oh, you got a free beer.
Was
Tim.
that the randomizer you got? No, it wasn't. It was the
No.
last out.
Should we do the randomizer? Fine, just drink your beer first, then we'll enjoy the new beer. Alright, so this is the new beer of the season. The randomizer. Do you have anything interesting to say about that, Mikkel?
About what?
The randomizer?
Well, it's a beer that randomizes your loadout and your outfit, and it works so that you can go into the equipment terminal and you can still not you still don't know what you get when you go into the caves. So
This is how I look.
yeah,
right
you're
now.
playing dice with your luck or whatever it's called.
And it has a really good name.
It has a really good name and it tastes good.
Delicious. Is it like one of those Harry Potter beans that just
The
tastes of something?
No, those.
The
I went
whatever
full
they're called,
Christmas
the
on
beans.
this.
Oh no, now I'm drunk. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
I'm slightly drunk.
Alright, guys, look away from what I'm doing now. Please don't.
Look. He ordered a leaf lovers.
No, don't.
Kick him! Kick him!
This is just like playing with Anders. It's fine.
It's not the same. It's not the
For
same.
the stability
Anders does
of
it on
the
principle.
stream, I'm the cameraman. I'm
Well,
out.
one of you guys are dressed like an elf, so
That's me.
Yeah.
I was just
I
serving
played
you.
the beer.
No. Anders drinks leaf lover on principle. Mikkel's doing it while feeling ashamed of himself. They are not the same.
So yeah, we have a completely new season for you. Let's see what's What do we have here? We have the usual script. We have some. That's kind of elfy.
Ah, man, it's too early to be wearing the elf costume. It's too hot here in Denmark. As well.
Yes, it is very, very warm. Especially in this one room filled with all the computers and all the sweaty devs.
Yeah.
If I dress like I'm cold, maybe I'll also feel like I'm cold.
That's not how it works.
Not
Bring
with
some
that
hot
attitude.
That's not how any of this works.
All right, so let's do the deep dives because I think we have the jet boots in there somewhere, according to Mike.
Yep.
Spineless letdown. That bodes well.
Ah.
Let's go.
See, I'm not the only one who went Christmas.
Oh,
Wait.
thank you.
All right, Mikkel can't do. No, Tim can't do Tim.
Oh, whoops.
What? Oh no,
this is
Tim!
terrible. Oh, man.
What a letdown!
What a spineless letdown.
What a
I
spineless
suppose I'll
letdown.
just be spectating it.
Do you have any of your? None of the characters are promoted.
We'll just
No.
we'll
I
just
don't
come back.
know.
Come back. We'll just do missions. We'll find the jet boots. I'm sure.
No.
Tim
Oh no.
is a green beard.
I'm not really a green beard. It's just.
It's just
things that happen,
cosplay as one.
Yeah, he has reasons.
Yes.
Okay.
These
Work-
sorts
work
of things
happens.
happen sometimes.
Oh man.
How do I?
Oh no.
Can't believe this. Leaf lovers, unpromoted dwarves.
Are you coming back?
What is
Tim?
this?
No, what does that
yes.
all come to?
All right. Sorry.
Trying, but maybe I'm
What? What's it doing? You're coming back.
not getting the. Oh,
You have a promoted class.
Nope.
So how are you coming back then?
We'll just do,
We're not doing
some-
the deep dive.
Yeah, Mike.
No, you
Right,
guys
no,
abandoned the
okay.
deep dive. Okay.
Sorry,
Yes.
guys. I'll let you down by being a little scrub.
It's okay. It's
It will
good
come
to
out
have
of your
room for
pay, I
improvement.
think. It's fine.
Harsh.
All right, Tim's back.
Oh no, barrel! Oh, we hardly knew it.
Oh shit. Sorry.
So our outfits, they stay the same as they are now when we get into the level, right?
What do you mean?
They
Did you
should-
drink randomizer?
With the, yeah, we did it with
Yeah,
the randomizer.
yeah. Outfits are the same.
Yeah, we're doing as a 3 just to actually have time to talk about the new things.
Totally not because Tim is here. With his unpromoted characters.
I would appreciate your
okay,
feedback.
I think you should stop.
okay. I officially apologize.
That's good.
I like how designer heavy we are in this stream
Yeah.
right now.
It's very unusual.
So we can just start arguing on stream.
Yeah.
I think it's something called too many cooks.
Welcome to the war zone.
Oh,
Yes. Many people have
Tim, you get
noise
extra XP
cancelling
if you
headphones.
stand here.
Alright.
What?
Oh, nice.
Teaching the green beards how to do
Oh,
stuff.
I'm gonna level up so much after this. This is awesome.
Yes.
I got oh shit.
Totally a non-toxic work environment.
What do you mean? He's helping me.
We have a
getting XP.
stingtail over here. And up, oh, right there
Oh,
too.
did you get back, Tim? Oh, where?
Oh no, I'm here absorbing all of the bonus EXP.
So, gonna be promoted in no time.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh man.
Oh my god, there's so many stingtails.
Someone's asking about sales. So we don't like say when our sales are gonna be, but
We actually
I mean,
can't say.
exactly. But it's Steam. Steam does sales. Everybody knows this.
And we do
You know
sales on
this.
Steam.
And we do sales on Steam. So
Not the same as us selling out, though.
no, that's true.
That's true. Actually, we've been sold out a few times on Humble. Technically,
To do what? Selling out? Oh, haha.
Because we ran out of keys. That's yeah.
Where's the soundboard? Hold on.
No, Mike, no.
Wait.
You're still muted.
No, this is appropriate. This is appropriate.
You're still muted.
Am I? Oh no.
And the fact that Anders is not just says a lot, I think.
It does. I mean, it says a lot about you.
It's true.
It says a lot about everybody. Uh,
Right. Okay, so we got the Stingtail. That's one of the new enemies in the pool, right?
Yes,
What does it do?
it stings.
Cool.
No.
well, thanks for coming to our
mind you.
stream.
Season 4 Stingtail. That's what
No,
it says on the
Stingtail.
box.
Yeah. No, so the two new enemies in the pools. There's the Stingtail and the Lobber, right? For the uninitiated.
Spreader, Mike.
Oh, that's true. Okay, internal name was the Lobber, aka
Lobster.
Lobber Boy. But yeah, it's the
Septic
Septic
Spreader.
Septic Spreader. So yeah, the way our system works is that we have a general pool of enemies, which are in every mission. That pool is very small. Things like the grunts, Praetorians, right? Then we have a pool of special enemies and a pool of disruptive enemies. Now the main difference between these two pools is kind of the kind of enemies that they are, and that's to prevent too many enemies of that type of being put into a mission. So the disruptive enemies are things like the Mectera Grabber, and now also the Stingtail. And again, right? These are like the Shellback as well, right? These are enemies that disrupt how you play, and we of course don't want to stack too many of those on. So the Septic Spreader, however, is in the special pool, which is called special just to differentiate it. But here, these are the enemies that are special in the sense that they're not in every mission, but they're not incredibly disruptive. And example of this is something like the Acid Spitter, or now the Septic Spreader.
The Mecteras, right?
The Mecteras, exactly. If it's not a Mectera plague, the Mecteras are also special enemies, right? The normal Mecteras. The Grabber is a disruptive enemy. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So what do they actually do, Mike?
Who?
The enemies.
No! What? What?
I think that was the initial question.
Mike is just out here casually name dropping.
No, so the Septic Spreader, well, you can see, Jakob, if you look to your right and down, you can see a Septic Spreader. I didn't say back. Jesus, oh my. A lot, never mind.
You know you have like a 6-second delay if you're watching this stream
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
that's not my.
Oh, it's there.
So the Septic Spreader is a ranged enemy. It lobs these kind of large projectiles that on impact will break apart, very much like the Driller's Sludge Pump. And its job is pretty much area denial for the Dwarves. Especially in certain situations, such as when you need to defend the point and you can't easily move. The Septic Spreader is there to kind of become a priority target because it can make the whole area just covered in this corrosive red stuff. That of course you take damage over time whenever you're stabbed. And if you kill it, it will also kind of explode in this like pile of splash of this stuff as well. And it tries to keep a distance, and because it's lobbing in a kind of like an arc, the idea here is that
Well, thanks.
it can be behind a bit of cover and get a good shot on the players, where maybe you don't have even necessarily like a direct line of sight to it, because it's checking line of sight in a like not from its eyes, but from actually like how it's going to be shooting. So that's the Septic Spreader, and then the Stingtail is a disruptive enemy, and it is actually its job is to displace the players. Now we have a couple of enemies that displace players, though in most cases the enemies displace players by kind of moving the player with the threat of damage or death, like the bulk detonator, right? That's probably like one of the big examples. The bulk detonator doesn't ever push the players. It instead displaces them by just existing and coming into their space. Whereas something like the Oppressor is physically displacing players, right? Where it will do like strong knockback and things like that. And then of course we have things like the Nayaka Trawler, and the shellbacks, which are kind of knocking everybody around. And with this enemy, what we have is, because when first people saw it, they were like, "Oh no, it's a walking cabbage kind of thing." And again, we didn't want it to incapacitate the player, right? There's a difference between displacing the player and incapacitating them. So instead, it just like it yoinks you, right? It grabs you. It has this like tail with this. I mean, I don't know.
On it.
This claw. Let's call it a claw. On a sinewy, stringy thing that it will shoot out. You can dodge it, but it's not like super easy to dodge. It's not super hard to dodge. Line of sight rules work, stuff like that. And if it grabs you, it will just quickly yoink you and then let go. And it's there to first off, right? It will simply take you away from the place where you are, again, such as a defense point or off of the Reda or whatever. Away from your teammates, but it can also, of course, in that process, then move you into a dangerous place. Whether it is pulling you off a cliff, or we've also seen situations where it has pulled people into a bulk detonator. There was actually a
drop pod.
definitely out of a drop pod. Yeah, doors open and it's like, hello, Hoxes. One of my favorite ones has been actually a video I saw where somebody threw a grenade at the Stinger. And then the Stinger grabbed the dwarf and brought it to itself, and then the grenade exploded. That was lovely. But those are the two, shall we say, generic enemies in the sense that they are theme agnostic. They're fitting everywhere. This is just added to the overall game. And then, of course, we have 4 rockbucks infected enemies added in Season 4. And these are, of course, again, because the rockbucks enemies, they have a very, very strong kind of like unifying gameplay element to them, obviously, with the whole shooting of the boils. So in that sense, kind of having similar enemies that are rockbucks infected doesn't make a lot of gameplay sense. For example, why we have only one rockbucks infected grunt. Like, we don't have the grunt variants. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're tanky and they would be tanking the same way. So we have added a Rockbox Acid Spitter. We have added a Rockbox Mectera Goo Bomber, so the Rockbox Bomber, which is spreading Rockbox instead of corrosive goo. And we also have a Rockbox Breeder, which is very much like a jelly breeder that has been infected, and it's instead of laying neodocyte eggs, it is now kind of like vomiting out rockbox larvae. It's a bit gross, and if you kill it, all the larvae inside are gonna explode out. And then the last one we have is the rockbox exploder, which, as you can guess, comes up to you and explodes. But it's not that they are very hard to kill, but you can't really just aim for center of mass as you normally would with the exploder, and aiming for the face also is not really viable. And that's what we have. Oh yeah, just very quickly, the acid spitter. I mean, it is actually now just a rockbox spitter, and the thing that it spits, it does do a little bit of damage, but far less than the normal acid spitter. Instead, it's bringing a lot of infection with it. I think it takes roughly between 2 to 3 hits to get infected. It has a little bit of AoE kind of on it because it's like splashes and stuff like that, so depending on where you're standing. That was a long answer. Whew. I need a drink.
It was a good answer. Wow.
Thank you, Missile.
I think someone asked if the septic spreader puddles, if they slow the dwarves, and they
do not.
They just do damage, right?
They just do damage. They did in their like initial prototype. Oh, yoink! Yeah. They did in their initial prototype, but
where is it?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, there it is.
Too painful. Like we didn't need that enemy to actually slow the pace, like kind of like slow stuff down. Instead, it's just like it is covering the area you're in, right? It's covering it in this corrosive sludge because. Unlike the bomber and stuff like that, like the septic spreader can do it very efficiently from far away in kind of like just the area where the players are, right? It's not doing a line back and forth flying around. It's just bombard, and you can get multiple of them, right? Spawned. I think you can have not a lot, but still.
We also have a question if heightened senses works with the stingtail grab.
I don't think so. I don't think
No,
so.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a very different thing. Heightened senses is normally running with incapacitating enemies. So like the Nayaka Troller, right, which is going to grab you and drag you around. The Cave Leech, the Mactera Grabber. This one, I mean, it's kind of like again, if I would compare it to the Oppressor, right? The Oppressor has a push. This enemy just has a pull. So just like heightened senses isn't telling you, oh, the Oppressor is going to push you. Same thing here, right? Question: who pitched the idea for the Jarrade grenade? What's a Jarrade grenade?
Jarate?
Is that a reference to something? I live under a rock. Sorry.
Fortress 2, I think.
Yeah, it's from Team Fortress 2. It's a jar of piss. Maybe it's the pheromone grenade he's talking about.
Ah, yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was
Yeah.
one of the first grenades we ever did.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually only had one. It's only recently that we've actually added new grenades. Like the previous grenades, they all came in one pass when we went from everybody having high explosive, except for the scout, to everybody having their own set of grenades. And then it's only afterwards that we.
That was actually the first thing Tim worked on when he got on board the ghost
Yes.
ship.
So
That was
all
about
the mean
that.
things you said about the grenades, they hurt him.
They did.
They still hurt him.
Only the 4 new grenades. Though.
Yeah, Tim's therapist is gonna hear about this.
Yeah.
Has already heard about this.
And he bought a summer
No.
house in
Nice.
in France.
Yes. With a plaque on it that says,
Thanks,
thanks
Tim."
DRG community.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of fun designing those grenades, and I'm quite happy with how they turn out.
I think they're awesome.
I think so too. What's your favorite?
I like the high explosive grenade the best. It's so fun to use with the cookie.
The high explosive grenade.
Yeah. I didn't even design it from the ground up, but
No.
that small change that we added in the last second, I think it's just a pleasure to use it.
Okay. For you, that's still the one? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I think I totally like the mini shredders, the shredder grenade.
Ah, that one.
Ah,
No, my
I think
favorite is...
that's awesome having like that little swarm.
Yeah.
It is. For me, it's the Driller's saw blade.
The Ripper,
The Ripper, that's the
The
one.
Ripper,
Yeah. Yeah.
the crazy
that's
grenade.
also cool.
It's just because like it's the one where okay, like obviously it's not a grenade for every situation or anything like that. But I feel like you can get creative with it. And yes, of course, when you're like, back to the wall, desperate, it's again right. It's not your best out option. But when you're not, like, to me, it's a really fun one.
I actually also like the Sabarang, the
The boomerang is great.
Yes.
boomerang thing. I think is I think
Yes.
that's great.
Yeah.
I think it fits the scout very well,
Oh, I think
thematically as
so
well.
too. But about the Ripper, I think that it's... sorry for interrupting you. I think that it actually works quite well in a vacuum as well. With the downside of being able to be hit in the back, because it deals as much damage as a high explosive. It has
Yeah.
a strong AoE. So I don't think that it's so dependent on situational usage.
No, but for me, it's not a panic button.
No. you're
No.
right.
That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah.
It's not that it's useless or no. It's totally good, but it's not like a panic button grenade, right? The SSG, the Shredder Swarm,
absolutely.
that's just a panic button.
Yeah.
But I always think like when it comes to design with a lot of these things, I think there's like you can go in and look at it and then you can find something that fits your playing style, right? But I also think there are just some of the grenades that are just pure fun to use,
Absolutely.
regardless how much DPS they do or
Yeah.
whatnot, right? And I think like it's just very satisfying throwing a sweater swarm in the face of an enemy, and it's almost like having a handful of piranhas that you throw at someone and they just go eating at them. I think that's super cool.
The old robot piranhas.
Robot piranhas, yeah.
Someone's asking if they have to delete and reinstall. You may want to restart Steam.
Yeah, so do a proper exit out of Steam and then launch Steam again. Up in the left corner you can exit Steam. Not just shut it down like Alt F4 or something like that, but really exit it and then go in again.
Oh. Sir Pounce, gun grenade, best grenade. The lead burster is.
That's a good one.
I mean that one is just like it's more like for the feels for me.
Yeah, you pack some more gun with your guns.
Yeah, no, but also just the feeling of throwing it and then just goes like. I mean, and that's again what Mikkel's talking about, right? I mean, it's not just about numbers; it's also about fun. I mean, this is a video game after all.
What?
I very much like the cluster grenade as well, just because it's like fireworks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Is everyone ready? There's one beer left over there. It's a backbreaker stout. If,
Are we? Guys, can I want to do equipment.
All right.
Just this one and this looks fine. Okay, I'm ready.
Is the DLC available for purchase yet? Can't find it on the Steam page. Also, is there a sale?
Should be.
We can't say if there's going to be a sale or not. I think.
The plan is that
cannot.
the DLC will be part of the Dwarven Legacy bundle. So you are gonna, if you buy that one, you will be getting some discount on that if you own the Dwarven Legacy. Let me
But
just
is
take
it
a
out for
quick...
purchase now? It should be, right?
Should be. I'm just taking a look at it.
It'd be weird if it isn't,
I
since
cannot,
like there's a button in the game
I
that
can't
takes
see
you to that.
I mean, the
can't
store page exists, so I'm not sure if someone poke Alex. Could someone in chat like go to Copenhagen and then go to our office and then find Alex and then poke him?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Mike, you're not
Mike
doing
is on a
anything.
mission.
Yeah.
We're putting our top men on it.
Yes.
Top men.
So we to Hazard 4.
Yeah, I mean, we did so good. I believe in Tim.
Thank you.
The
I
chat believes
appreciate
in
it.
Tim.
I'll do my best.
And if nothing else, it's a comic relief, right? So, okay, the drill. Tim is going the other way. We need to follow Tim.
Yep.
Get in the clown car.
Did I hear a rocket stone?
Why?
I like how me and Tim, we both ran away instinctively when we heard that sound.
Yeah.
It
No,
wasn't
I
even,
played with Anders too, but
Yeah.
you wait until you're next to the explode.
You should try to play with Björn. He'll just try to block the drop pod with platforms.
Oh, great. Sounds
And
delightful.
he claims it's Q&A, but it's not. It's just him being
Oh,
a
of
team
course
player.
he does.
Before, when we were playing with randomizer, it was actually kind of refreshing to get some of the new perks that I don't normally use. Like, for example, See You in Hell, or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
That was pretty nice.
The thing is, when I play a scout, it will always change my grappling hook. So I don't have the length I'm used to, or it doesn't respond the way I'm used to. And I can't imagine like if you're playing an engineer and suddenly you don't have like fall damage reduction on your platforms, people just go splat. But I mean, that's part of it, I guess.
Technically, there's a visual
that's keeping
indicator
the
on
game
the
fresh,
platforms, right?
Relearning.
There is. It's like the pattern, right?
Yeah, it changes if you don't have fall damage on them.
But I mean, when I drop, I just aim for the yellow part. I'm not gonna read the pattern first.
No. Yeah, just a quick thing. The DLC is out. It's available for purchase and all that stuff. It's just doesn't seem to be popping up on all the kind of like in Steam DLC lists related to us.
Probably has to sync or something.
Exactly, right. So kind of.
Oh shit.
Can this be related to that you need to like close Steam again? I mean.
No, I'll try that right now. Boop. Boop.
More.
The thing is,
eggs.
believe it or not, since we are devs, we are getting the update for free, so we already have it unlocked.
The DLC.
The
Do we have
DLC,
to report that to the IRS or?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
shit.
You
Oh,
specifically
yeah.
have to report that to the IRS, Jakob.
It's good because I've been doing that for years, Mike.
Uncle Sam wants you and your Danish ass to report all your DLC. Well, I restarted Steam. It didn't change anything. So it's like, for example, it's not in the. It is in the featured list, but like down low. Yeah. We probably should look at that. But it is there. You can buy it. Also through the game, right?
Oh,
if you
Praetorians.
look at the DLC list and then click on that.
Ow,
it'll
ow, ow,
open
ow, ow, ow. I'm
Steam for
getting...
you.
I'll be fine, Rico. Let's keep shooting.
It's just a game.
Just
It's
keep
fine.
shooting.
Down to 5 hit points.
Right, is that coming on me or is it? Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's going on here?
Our
is
game
it? What
pelted
is-
by meteors.
Oh, it's meteors.
Wow, that's a lot of them.
shit.
Question: will we ever be able to change the colors of our mobility and support tools? We've talked about this on the previous stream as well, I think. So
We're talking about this a lot, I think.
we have. It's definitely a possibility. We don't have any plans for it, but the idea of adding paint jobs, not frameworks, but paint jobs to, you know,
Traversal tools. And,
yeah, like the Scout's flare gun, and you know, like I mean, it's totally possible. We would, of course, need to. So the thing is that the hard part is not actually adding, you know, making or using the existing ones or whatever, right? The hard part is adding systems for acquiring these and managing these and all that stuff. Because right now we don't have it, so like, you know, where do you get them from? How do we display them? The UI associated with that. And yeah, so far we haven't really talked about it outside of the stream,
Steam.
although we keep saying that it's totally possible. So maybe we should consider it more.
Well, it is totally possible, but...
Yes, yeah, but yeah, we haven't really made a decision on that at all.
Transfer done. Scanner has been updated.
We
Oh,
just
this is
want to
still
take
here.
our time to think it really through, what we do.
Exactly.
Maybe we can do it like other games and just charge $30
Is it
for
moving the way
No.
it should?
for a blue collar.
No, but it's more like a question, right? Like, should the
That
C4
sounds nice,
be
right?
colored different, right?
Sounds like we should move you, Johan, to the business department of the company.
No, right? But like the C4 has a specific color right now, right? If the I mean, do we want the C4 to like be all sorts of colors?
Maybe terrain colored would be good.
No, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure that's actually a good idea. Like, of course, things like the Scout's flare gun, sure, whatever, right? Then again, as a Scout, right? When I mean, again, these tools you're not running around with them out all the time, right? That's part of the thing. Like the weapons, you have a weapon out. And I think that's where the colors for the tools. It's like, well, I mean, you know, if you're the Scout and you have this big yellow thing in your hands, you know, you have the flare gun out. That would go away.
I think so. While we didn't do it initially, was exactly what that was for the readability of the game. We wanted we had some when we started developing on ROCK GALACTIC. We had some pretty strong ideas that we wanted the specific colors for the different classes to be yellow for driller and blue for scout and so on. But we have been sort of like letting go of some of these principles as the players have been getting more accustomed to the game, right? And I think that we could re-evaluate this stance when it comes to how the traversal tools are looking.
Yeah.
But just trying to defend why it is like it is.
Are we gonna do the corruptor or
explain.
talk about it or?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we have a
This is right
corruptor here.
The bloody rock box is
Who's
Thanks,
that,
that's
Tim?
it.
The
I'm
corruptor.
calling
Yeah.
down some cleaning equipment and then. So we can't really shoot it right now because, well, we need to clean it first.
That's right.
Ah,
We got equipment here.
I'll take a vacuum.
I'll take
Oh.
one too.
I'm taking the foamer.
I'll just be up here looking at it.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, it doesn't like that for some reason.
Yeah.
It's time for a shave.
Time
Oh,
for a
give me a
shave.
good ladder.
The
Oh,
worst
wow.
thing you can say to a dwarf.
No. I'll foam you,
Time for a
foam you in the
shave.
face, Jacob.
I'm trying to hold the camera steady.
We're gonna need some more shaving foam, I think.
I'm coming. Where
Maybe
is
we
it
can get
there?
some on the ground. That's perfect.
Yes, getting cleaning up. So it's leaving this. It's corrupting the floor.
Yeah,
this
yeah. The
is-
only thing it wants to do is to spread more rock pox. It's like a plague heart that has evolved to try to avoid the dwarfs, I think.
Because that's
doesn't
exactly how
seem like it's
evolution
a-
works.
It's an evolution, yeah. It's fighting
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, yeah. Adaptation.
You're welcome, chat.
Oh.
We still have peeling off layers after layers.
Yeah, you gotta keep soaping
Yeah,
up
yeah,
Harold.
yeah.
Harold is dirty.
It's all crusty.
I
There
mean,
we
that
go.
name. Where's that? Why is that coming from?
The corruptor or Harold?
I think it started on
Fester.
Discord somewhere.
But guys, it's us naming the
Not anymore,
Yeah.
maybe.
the
Not
enemies,
anymore.
not you.
I mean,
Not
it
anymore, Kelly.
must have been a reason why it was named after Jakob. So,
With a spelling mistake, maybe.
with a
I
spelling
think that's
mistake,
entirely coincidental.
I don't think so.
Doesn't even look like me.
You're coincidental.
I mean,
Oh well, I can see the
We're
resemblance.
gonna get back.
Yeah, well, Mike, your face is stupid.
Oh, I went down.
Well, that's the one I got, man.
Oh man.
Okay, I'll get Mikkel then. Okay, maybe
Thank
not
you,
if I
Jacob.
get corrupted.
You're godsend. I was corrupted.
That's not the way to do it. That's really not the way to do it.
That worked.
For a given value of worked.
Aha! Here, Mike. I got another stupid face for you.
Aww.
Oh wait, you're not even in the game.
Nope.
So what is it that we're actually doing now? Any designer care to take a stab at explaining it?
Sorry, what?
What are we
The
doing with the
corruptor.
corruptor?
Yes.
Tim should talk about the corruptor. He designed the corruptor.
You can rap if you want to, Tim. It's you don't have to talk. You can sing.
Oh,
you
Tim, we
can,
can't hear you. Nope.
No.
Tim has been talking like for an hour about the corruptor.
I think so, yes.
And now when he comes back, it's like, yeah, and that is all I have to say about the corruptor.
yeah, yeah.
And that's all the secrets.
Ooh, I need a break now, guys. I hope that
Yeah.
explained it all.
Tim has left the chat.
He'll be back. He's asked not to go. Yeah, protect him.
No, so I'll so the corruptor is having these layers of armor around it, and you can sort of like and blisters, right? And you can clean them off with the foamer, and then remove it again with the vacuum cleaner. And we still need to get a layer of it.
I have floating. Oh shit! I have floating soap over here.
So
anyone have
above
soaper?
the health bar, you can see the yellow bars, and those are the shield or the armor of the corruptor.
Is it working now?
Yeah, Tim's back.
Oh, that's wonderful. I don't know what
Yay,
happened. I've
Tim.
been explaining everything about the corruptor.
Yeah. I got so excited by Tim coming back that I went down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's actually a relevant question very quickly before Tim, you go further into the corruptor. Somebody was asking if you guys are being so slow and sucking so much on purpose.
What?
Yes. Yes, of course. You think we're this bad at the game for real?
Nervous laughter. I mean, okay, chat, but come on, seriously. I mean, this is not super easy, right? This is Hazard 3. They're doing their best.
It is a hazard.
They're doing their best, chat.
This
It
has
has
no
a
fall
four,
back.
Mike.
Is it Hazard 4? Well, that explains everything now, doesn't it?
And the corruptor is really strong, okay?
Tim would know. It just disconnected him from the voice chat.
Vacuum
That's
it.
how strong
Hey,
it
yeah.
is.
Vacuum it.
That's better.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
I know you made
So
it
that's
angry.
Okay, I think it's time to start blasting him.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Shouldn't be too hard now that he's all peeled.
Yeah, so we
One
shoot
more.
the blue bits now, right?
That's correct.
Yay! And then he...
No. Someone's asking again about about sales and if we plan. So just very quickly. So Steam has sales. We developers can opt in to put their game on sales and stuff like that. We are legally not allowed to say when a Steam sale is gonna happen.
No.
That's the thing. We choose if we want to be on a sale, when we want to be on a sale, if we want to be part of whatever but we cannot talk about it. That is like in part of Steam's thing. So that's all.
I do recall though someone on Reddit at one point did the math and calculated the average, and it was like 12 times a year we were on sale on Steam. So I mean,
But Steam has a lot of seasonal sales, right? And those
Yeah.
you can of course like try to calculate when it's there.
Yeah.
Summer sale is normally not happening during winter, for example.
What?
that is
No.
correct. That is.
I don't know. Did I violate what? I could say? I
Steam
mean,
used to love
it's
their
like,
game.
I
I mean,
say
they're
too much,
becoming
I say too much.
predictable. Steam's
not,
becoming
not
predictable.
everyone is aware,
Yeah.
but
Deep Rock will go away from Steam tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah. Hello, Epic Store.
Hello, Pirate Bay.
Goddamn, Mike.
Wow.
You had to go there.
The truth.
So yeah, I don't know if we ever got the explanation of what we were actually supposed to be doing with the corruptor.
No, because
but
Tim
now
didn't
it's
want to
gone.
say it.
Now it's gone, but now we can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you again, Tim.
We should
Whenever
really invest in some
it's
better
like he has
equipment.
like this trigger word when he starts like, now let me tell you about the corruptor, and then his microphone turns off. It's like a reverse hello, hi Siri.
That's just. I mean, you know.
Does the meteor with the rock crackers still happen, or Lithophage Corruptor replaced it? So I think you will get either or, the big one,
Correct.
or the Corruptor. But the small ones can happen in the same mission.
Yes. It's everything is the same except now every time you would have gotten a meteor, the game tosses a coin and you can get a corruptor instead.
Okay, Jacob, you're the last man standing.
Oh, come on.
I was looking at the map searching
Clutch
for
your
where
kick.
the eggs were.
Jakob, clutch your kick.
Oh, here,
You
oh, here,
can't
oh, here,
kick
yeah.
me. I'm the host.
Yes,
Jacob,
yes.
over here.
Yeah, just
Okay,
saying.
I'll
I'm
go
getting
pull the
material
plug from
over
your
here.
PC then.
I was right next to you.
Yeah, I'm just. I'm getting shot by McTerrace. Oh, there you go.
Question: do you plan on adding more performance-related settings for both people with lower NPCs and console players? Mainly for console players, though. I'm replacing the person who wrote losers, but I don't feel console players are losers. Also, apparently, this player is a console player, so.
Wow, what a self
The
Okay,
best kind,
this is
the best
not
kind of
good.
burn. So yeah, I guess the question is if we're gonna do something like
Who's Iron Willing?
reduce
okay.
texture quality, and
shit,
stuff
what's
like
I
that.
have a shield if you can. Oh, you.
Oh yes. So the thing is, our game doesn't have a lot of textures. They're not very big textures, and there is a limit to how low DRG can go. Like we have a RAM requirement that, like, nothing you can do about that. Like no kind of settings will let you get around that RAM requirement. That's because the entire cave is in your RAM, right? I mean that's how you're gonna play. Otherwise, it would be horrible. So, I mean, like there is of course opportunities for optimization and stuff like that. I know there was actually a modder management who's been doing a lot of like optimization experiments and stuff like that with the game. And we are optimizing the game every update. I mean, we're also we're adding a lot of stuff to the game. So I mean, if we weren't optimizing it, it would have been completely unplayable on lower NPCs by now. But getting it to play like on a lower end PC than it has been able to, like I don't see how. I mean, again,
I also think we are doing stuff that are making it more demanding, the game. Right.
yeah, we're doing that, but we're also constantly optimizing.
We are, but I mean, we're also making it making more fancy stuff and so on. So
Yes, and the reality of it is, of course, is that again, right? DRG is a continuously developed game. So at some point, we probably will not be able to hold the same kind of like bottom specs as we were able to in the beginning. As stuff progresses, we are, of course. I mean, right now we're on Unreal Engine 4, and we have no plans right now for updating to 5. But if DRG is around for a long time, odds are we are going to do that. That's also going to have an impact. And again, we're adding stuff. We want to keep the game fresh and fun and great and stuff like that. And yeah, so it will, of course, like it comes with a price, and that at least the kind of stuff that we're adding, there isn't really a setting that can get around that, unfortunately.
By the way, I'm not sure if many people know, but are you aware that the glow tree, if you shoot all the bulbs and make them all light up at the same time, it actually stays on lighting up the area here?
For a long time.
That's crazy.
I know because I made it.
It just disables power save mode.
You know, it's fair enough.
Yeah. It's one of the first things I made, if I remember correctly.
And it's still beautiful.
That was probably me. There's also we did find a helmet somewhere, but I'm not sure. Oh shit!
No, I think it has been activated. But,
yeah, it's
question.
Sort of towards the drop pod.
So there's a question. Any thoughts about ray tracing? Perhaps reflections, as the game can't really use cube maps and has to rely on SSR. So I know, like, way back when Unreal started supporting ray tracing, we kind of like turned it on, stuff like that. Our game is not really made with that in mind, so it would be quite a bit of work to actually get it to a good place. But yeah, I mean, ray tracing is cool. 100%. It can add a lot of fidelity to certain elements.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, you got the lemon clean?
Yeah. I thought I was gonna get nothing, but yeah, that's the original DLC color, right?
Yes, correct.
That got moved there.
How are we getting? Is this the way out?
Yes. Just follow the platforms, and there's a hole that you can jump in through.
Ah, okay. And where was I need that?
Oh, that's downstairs. Right. There's actually a hole in an egg you need to find.
Oh man, I need to go there.
I want to get that. You got 3 minutes. It's good.
Through here, I think.
Yeah.
Question: will the Glyphid Stalker be added later on, or is it a scrapped enemy? Because I love the concept. So the enemy got quite far, but we decided not to go through with it because it was actually Mikkel who wanted it to be taken to like a higher fidelity. So I think, I mean, again, I'm not in a position right now to promise anything because we haven't made the plans for the next update. But I mean, it's a fun enemy to play with, so I think.
Sorry, I was very
the stalker.
Surviving.
Yeah.
No. That's yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's not like we've decided to never add it.
No, not at all, not at all. But again, right? Like as you know, we have enemies that have been cut. We have enemies that have been cut very late in the process as well, to the point where they ended up in like promotional material before we cut them.
One thing about game design is that we as game designers can cook up something really fast in a prototype. And we can say, oh, this is super fun. But from there until we have a finished, fully fledged features with particles and sound and making sure that it works with everything, there's just a long way. So and that's why we were cutting it. because we had a lot of things to finish and wrap up.
Yes. Are there any plans on doing anything more with perks or perk points? Not concrete plans, but yes, we will definitely be looking at that at some point in the future. Fearback, Bjorn is here to do something terrible to me.
Somebody's asking about favorite food. It's pizza salad, right?
It's beer.
Beer.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Sorry, what was that?
Somebody's asking about your favorite food or our favorite food.
Pizza is up there.
I could swear it was pizza salad,
Oh no, not the pizza salad again.
but maybe they go together.
Yeah, they go together.
Okay,
No.
It's implied that you
Yeah,
get pizza
yeah,
salad
yeah.
with your pizza.
I have to agree with you there.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Do you guys?
Okay, not disgusting. That's too strong, but you know.
Have you ever had
um,
it?
What, pizza with a salad?
Pizza
No,
salad.
pizza salad.
Is it a different kind of salad from a normal
It's a
salad?
it's
Yeah,
like
it's pizza salad. It's
okay.
salad made for pizza.
Yeah. So what's in the salad?
Cabbage and
this again.
vinegar.
Sorry.
Yeah. cabbage
Cabbage
and
and
vinegar and some like
So it's like coleslaw,
herbs.
kind of a little like a variation on it, maybe, sort of.
yeah, like
It's fresh.
a less mayonnaisey coleslaw.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
guess.
Okay. Yes. Cool.
And it's sort of like what's the taste called in English?
Crap.
Syrligt.
Savory.
Savory, maybe.
Yeah. No, syrligt is sour.
Savory, sour.
Sour. Yeah.
Soury.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're saying it has vinegar in it, right?
Yeah.
Acidic.
It is good,
Yeah.
and
Just-
you get it with every pizza you buy in Sweden. That's just what it is.
It's
yes.
the best.
Yes.
It's a definitive.
Can you
way
opt
to eat
out, or
pizza.
is it just like you get
No.
thrown
You cannot
out?
opt
No,
out.
you have to take one. They won't let you take the pizza before you've taken a
Yeah.
pizza salad out of the fridge.
I once was on a pizzeria in the States where they had something they called a zoo pizza.
A what?
Oh.
A zoo pizza.
Like zoo, like
They
zoo
had,
park?
they had so many different animals on it.
Yeah,
It's possible.
that's what I thought.
That's amazing. That's wow.
How many animals was it then?
I think they had like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I guess that's the limit. You need to have at least 5 or 6 to make a zoo,
Yeah.
else you're having a farm or something.
Just gonna very quickly, because Bjorn came by to ask me a thing about upgrade cost refunds. Because in season 4 we have on the Subata has gotten quite a heavy rework, including the removal and replacement of some upgrades. So upgrades that got removed, we have a system built into the game for refunding. So you will of course get their cost refunded. That is all.
If you don't carry a stone, you ain't coming home.
All right. I guess we get started with the escort.
Yes.
Rocket stone, yeah.
Oh, this is rich atmosphere.
Yes.
We're the 4 chipmunks.
Alvin.
Did I hear a rocket stone?
Question: is the team considering more difficult modes like Hazard 6 or even another level of deep
Oh.
dive? No, we're not. I mean, like we have considered it, and the thing is that
Yoink!
Oh,
Tim got timmed.
I got snagged.
like that really high level of challenge. I mean, it's very hard for us to actually do that in the game. I know there are mods that can do that, but those mods take privileges. And again, like, you know, where somebody else is talking about performance and stuff like that, and also like how the game difficulty is scaling. Yeah, there isn't really a very good way for us to do that. On top of the fact that, I mean, the player base that needs that, those who have come to that point, I think they're also in a place and in a familiarity with the game where, if they need that extra challenge, the mods that can do that are in many ways, I think, also better, because they provide so much variety and the variation on the challenge, and you can really start kind of like to, you know,
I mean,
get the game to
people
do
can
what you
always
want.
like put challenges for themselves, right? Try to go vanilla on Hazard 5, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, you can always make the game harder.
I mean,
But
that is gonna be a challenge.
yes, 100%.
Oh, I need me. Don't shoot it. I'll take it.
Question: any plans on adding more rival robots or rockbox and other season-themed enemies after their event is over? No plans. Is all I can say. Don't want to say never. Never say never. Do you think about adding something like community-made cosmetics where players could add hats and stuff? No. No, we have no plans to do that. There's a question about adding a built-in ready check for controller support. Yeah, so of course on PC very often people are typing R or ready or whatever into chat to confirm. And of course you can't do that on
What about
console.
looking at over here, Tim?
So
I could really need some backup here while I am.
we don't have any plans for that, but I mean it's quite a reasonable suggestion.
There you go. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Just have to
What
figure
am I
out
doing up here?
a good way to do it.
It feels like it could be nice. There's a lot of times when you play with both randoms and with others
Nice.
where you need to make sure people are sort of ready before you pop the red
Yeah.
balloon, or you start the escort, or you.
Yeah.
There's 100 different situations where you're.
But there's
waiting for
always the
team's
common
approval.
one where if people are in doubt, they should just laser point the button and then.
Yeah, but
Then
it's not
people get a
always.
chance.
It's not always very visible to everybody.
No. No, I would certainly. I could totally see that it would be handy in a lot of situations.
Where did the
I need a little bit of oil shale.
oh shit.
We can put on the laser pointer. You have to take out the laser pointer, and then if you press reload,
Yeah.
the dwarf will say, "Are we ready?"
Oh,
I'm ready.
I'm knocking something down here.
And that is why I am not the voice actor.
Oh, thanks.
I think you should. I think you should be though.
I was about to say you're wasting your talent on game design.
I'm not sure if that was a compliment or an insult.
No, I don't know either. But take it as a compliment, please.
I think we left some nitro back in the other cave, though.
Well, we left the core log in there.
Yeah, that too.
What? Why don't you guys go fight the Corlock?
You go fight
Yeah,
the
let's go
Corlock,
kill
Mike.
it.
Okay.
Do it.
Who's watching?
But what if the Redder gets attacked while we're doing it?
Get good?
She'll
I
also
can watch
manage.
the Redder. I can watch the Redder. Put up some sentry guns.
Oh, it's like.
Is there a mechanic or something that has been added to the game, and after testing it, you were
Damn it.
so disappointed, you wish you never had that idea? No. You got one, Tim?
I think
Only
when
when
we
we make
introduced-
it,
think
to
when
the
we
game.
Release?
Okay, so one at a time. Tim.
That made it into the game or just prototyped?
So the question was, something that has been added into the game, and after testing it, so prototype is obviously.
Added.
So you added, you actually, you make it, and then you try it, and you're like, oh my god, I wish I never even thought of this. It's so bad.
I think it's more interesting with stuff that actually made it into the game that we
Yeah,
sort of
but I
regretted.
haven't too many of those. But there was the one prototype of a stinky grenade that I thought would be great, but it just wasn't. That would it would work very similar to the engineer platform that makes it harder for enemies to walk on it, but it would make them absolutely not walk in the radius. And I thought that seemed great, but it didn't quite work out, so that was a little bit disappointing.
I think we have a couple of things that made it into the game that we,
Why did these wake up
in
again?
periods, regretted that we had added.
You have one, Rico?
Yeah, I mean the jump boost is a good example. We actually had that as a
Perk.
perk, yeah, that allowed you to double jump. And we after releasing it, it was out for a couple of days, and then we regretted actually putting it out because we could see that
Where
it
did all the sharks
was
go? Oh, it's here.
destroying a lot of the co-op synergies. But then the good thing is that now it sort of made its way back with the introduction of jet boots. So
Absolutely.
I think there's a lot of.
that's why I
people
said at the
who-
time, right?
I think there's a lot of people who are interested in why the difference between jump boots and jet boots, and why jet boots works and jump boots don't.
And let me elaborate on that. So first of all, the jump boots was a perk, so you were not forced to take it. But it was clearly splitting a team. So imagine that you are an engineer and you have jump boots. You can set your platforms on a wall with twice the distance and still make it. Then that means that your fellow dwarves can't follow you around on your platforms. Not a good thing. It also means that you can come to an edge. Someone with jump boots can just get up there and are not setting platforms to have the whole team follow you up. So these are just some of the examples where jump boots as a perk was a bad idea. Now we have introduced the jet boots, and everyone gets jet boots when you find a crate of jet boots, and that makes a huge difference. Also, the jet boot crates are spawning randomly into the caves, so you cannot really plan for it. Means that you still need to bring platforms and zip lines and whatnot into a level and play around with that. But when you find the jet boot crates, the gameplay is gonna change a little bit when it comes to traversal, and it's gonna create some spice for you in your game experience. So that is why. Long explanation, but that's the reason why jump boots didn't work, but jet boots totally works.
There you go.
Mike, you want to give us your feature? What? That made it into the game that you kind of wish didn't?
No regrets.
No regrets? Oh, that's wonderful, Mike.
I don't believe it.
I have another one.
Oh yeah?
The whole apocalypse.
Oh yeah,
No.
to pick up stuff.
The apocalypse.
Apocalypse, yeah, when we whole E to pick up thing, that was a feature that I introduced into the game, like 5 minutes after we had closed the build, and I thought this is gonna be cool. People are gonna love this. And basically, what I was doing was that I was just adding like an animation for when you pick up like an Apocabloom or Bulocap. Because I felt it was a bit like lagging that you just like popped it away in front of you, and you were actually being slowed down a little bit because of the animations to make that look good. And of course that was super annoying for people playing, that they were forced to stop, and there was a lot of bad things happening, like people picking up an Apocabloom while they were falling would stop in midair and so on. So it brought with it a lot of bugs. The good thing is though, so there was a period where I was regretting that because people were furious about it. But the good thing was that we made a system that actually made you pick up Apocablooms and Bulocaps and whatnot, and made the animation work and not stopping your motion and so on. So yeah, so it all turned out well. But
I
there
think
was a period there where I regretted adding that.
The whole sequence of events did make everything better in the end, so...
It made everything better, but...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But I think this is... I mean, obviously there are stuff we add to the game and we regret it because unforeseen things are happening when we add it. But then we either pull it or we fix it, right? Or make it better. And so I feel comfortable saying that we don't have stuff in the game that we don't really like.
What? No. There's absolutely nothing in the game I don't like.
No, because then we would either fix it or remove it, right? So,
Yes.
But I think it's a really good question, and I actually have another thing. So we had also discussed EPC mining, right?
Yeah.
that is also another thing, and again, one of the things that is a little bit disrupting the gameplay, the co-op gameplay, because suddenly the driller can mine minerals that are sitting up high on a wall, and can partly make scout and engineer combo obsolete.
I think EPC mining is great though.
Shut up, Mike.
Yeah, and I think we balanced it. I think one of the things. I think we've balanced it so it's totally fine now.
Hey, Mark. Hey guys, Mark is here.
Hello.
He is
Hi,
finished
Mark.
with his studies. I'm gonna give him a high five.
That wasn't audible on stream, Mike.
No,
No.
That was a good high five.
everyone at the office is sharing and having Mark back.
Can we get a rock and stone in chat for Mark? I will tell him about it later. I think he's crying.
Oh, we almost made him cry.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Mark.
Mark just defended his degree
Bachelor.
or whatever, thing. So he's also looking very sharp with some nice clothing and everything.
And he doesn't look depressed, so I guess it went well.
No, yes.
He's just a born optimist, though, so I mean,
So, but yeah, EPC mining. You regret it.
Mining,
You regret it. Okay.
I'm not regretting. As I said before, I think there was a period where I think it was way too powerful.
Sure.
And was being sort of like destructive to the core gameplay loop. But
I think the thing that I was really surprised by is how consistent players got with it. Because I
we
mean,
tried to make it really difficult to use, right? But,
really impressive, right? Because I mean, obviously the whole thing is coming from Unreal Tournament's shot combo, right? From way back when. But that's you have a hit scan hitting a moving projectile. Here we have a moving projectile hitting another moving projectile. And when I watch speed runs and stuff like that, the consistency that you people hit with this stuff, I mean, it's really amazing. So of course, in that sense, if you can be super consistent on it, I mean, it balance-wise, it's not perfect or whatever. But again, perfect balance is not the end all. I mean, we're constantly striving to balance the weapons as well as we can, and the classes and all that stuff. But I mean, it's like special powder on the scout. It's just fun. So I mean, we're not yes, it's the most selected overclock on the shotgun. But yeah, it's still fun. We're not gonna kill it or whatever.
I can bring up another topic. I have full of stuff.
All the regrets.
So I'm gonna say one word. Oh, that's 2 words, I guess. A letter and a word. Q mining.
Oh yes, that one we took out, but that was not intentional. It's not like we made Q mining.
No.
Players
No, that
found
was like
Q
a
mining.
bug people started loving.
Yes, but we killed it.
Bring it back, please.
No.
Oh,
I
man.
actually had one that made it into the game. And I thought a little bit with friendly fire on the Ripper.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, I regret fixing it.
You regret
That's
fixing it.
my biggest regret that made it into the game. I think.
I didn't mind that because it mostly also hit yourself. Because it just returns at the weirdest moment, so
Yes.
It was the best.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
Driller
Stop
definitely
hitting
needs
yourself.
more ways to wipe the team.
I think so too.
I think it's a Tim thing. I mean, between the
What do you
Ripper
mean?
and the what do you mean the gun grenade.
Lead burst.
The
What does
lead
that have to
burst.
do with me, right? It's
But-
just how bullets work and big boss plays.
I think you're a big fan of friendly fire.
I don't know what
Chaos.
to talk about.
I don't know, coming from somebody called Noob Stomper.
I have been known to stop noobs, okay?
And it's
Yeah.
kind of ironic with your name, Tim, since you're the noob in this team.
I don't think I am, Mikkel. I think that
No,
everyone
really.
has had a big misunderstanding.
You're just waiting until the new interns start.
No, I think we're talking about the team in the game
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it wasn't promoted.
You're not even in here, Mike, so I think...
What do you mean I'm not in here? I'm talking to you right now.
I
Is that
think,
my
Tim
figment of your
wins.
imagination?
I think you need to come in the game and prove your skills, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, 101B, Mike.
I think hearing Mike talking is morally boosting our our game here.
Yes.
I feel like it's a little bit detrimental to my play with the wild accusations.
the wildest thing. Oh, my face hurts from smiling. Okay, what is with the rice pudding, chat? What is going on here? What the hell? I'm not answering rice pudding questions. Except there was one about can you distract Dreadnought with rice pudding, and no, you should use your
Scout.
Your scout, yes, or you know.
That's a good one.
You should stop chasing this truth, rice pudding askers.
You can do it with sandwiches.
Question: barrel armor? Question mark. I'd buy it.
How much would you pay?
All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
I think we reached the sweet spot where people want it so much that it's profit. Pure profit. You can hear I'm in marketing, right?
Yeah.
I just out-drilled you, Tim.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I just out-scouted myself.
Question: can you make the C4 do double damage to scout? That freaking me. So okay, so just like come on, like the reason this meme exists is not because drillers are somehow intentionally killing scouts.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because as a driller, right, scout highly mobile, very often going into very close quarters with the enemies to get around them, like Repertorian, hit them weak points, get out again, right? So as a driller, you would sometimes throw C4 at like a higher value target, right? And then the scout would be like zooming in to like do a damage burst, and like so you could accidentally kill the scout.
And the guy would
I
revive like a
think,
week
Mike,
later.
you sound very defensive towards the driller here.
I think another good reason is because Scout has this really squeaky, annoying voice, right?
What?
And,
I think it's just an instinctual reaction.
I think there's a combination there, yeah. That's it.
Damn it. Whoa.
Hey.
See, that almost happened. Holy shit.
Hold my hand, you want?
I'm not even the Scout.
Oh, this is why I'm the noob.
Yes.
Couldn't even fulfill my
Just leave them, Jakob.
I'm already halfway gone.
Question: how come you allow friendly fire? We don't. It's not that we allow friendly fire. We tune friendly fire. So, yeah, it's intentional.
It is tuned and it is balanced to the different. You're not giving like the full amount of hit points. That would be insane.
But the reason it's there, the main reason friendly fire is there, is for you to be aware of your teammates. Because if it wasn't there, you wouldn't care. It wouldn't matter. You would just shoot through whatever. I mean, this brings this thing that you actually have to consider your teammates, and it's actually enhancing the co-op experience.
And you need to care for them.
Exactly.
Oh, that's my problem then.
That
It's
yes.
like, I mean, other games where people are running around like ghosts. I just don't feel situated in the universe and the world, in the game world. Yeah, and I totally hate it. I mean, we also have a like collision, so we can't walk through each other and stuff like that.
Yes.
Did we get the Redder?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already back or?
Yeah, I'm on the space rig.
And the drop on hitting the lines.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm all out of rounds. Oh,
Question: mule skins. This has been considered, including like stickers and stuff like that, and other customizations on Molly. We also know there have been a lot of suggestions about how to do this. We have not even like we've discussed it a little bit, but this has been something that I think has constantly ended up on a low priority and just gotten taken over by other
Let's
things.
do it later.
I mean, it's more not even let's do it later. It's like let's even like talk about it later, right? We haven't even talked about it much, so I don't have an answer for that one.
The thing is, it would also be like for one player to actually do, right? It doesn't
One suggestion was that every member of the team can have a sticker, and because the Redder has 4 sides,
I like
not
the
the
stick
Redder.
idea. I like the stick idea. I think that could work.
Yeah, but I don't have an again because we did not discuss this. I don't have a definitive answer for you. When we give you definitive answers here, it's because we have discussed them. I mean, we have an idea of where we stand with this. I don't know.
Let me in.
So,
I think we're in trouble. I don't have any ammo.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Use your body.
Get in.
All right.
Get in.
See, it worked.
I felt like I was carrying the team there.
Yeah.
I think you will.
Could also have it so the host decides cosmetic. Yeah. Again, I don't think we should discuss further with the. It just simply again because we haven't discussed this internally enough for me to give you any answers.
I also think that would suck.
Question: can you add a call elevator button to the memorial hall? Every promotion, I race to the lift and always miss it by a millisecond. So the lift, I mean, it's not randomized. That's literally like the reason that happens every time is because the rate at which you're running and the like when the thing starts and I don't know if that was done on purpose though. I kind of doubt it. So maybe we can just like change which state the lift starts so that if you run straight, the lift will be there for you.
I'm pretty sure someone has been deliberately treating it like it is just to annoy you.
Is that someone you, Mikkel?
No.
Wasn't there such a thing with the medbay door?
No, okay. Me and Tim had this discussion about the medbay.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, it's doors in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was offering to fix them.
Yes, it's because our doors are not responsive. I think it's great. I think it's awesome that our doors are so janky. So it's kind of like my experience with automatic doors in real life. Whenever I step in front of them, and it's like, come on. So yeah, that's why I did.
So they are actually
I don't want to
working realistically and as
yes,
designed.
they're working as intended. I love it.
Lovely. This is the most fun I've had today.
When starts season 4? It has started now. You can download it now on Steam. You may need to restart Steam just to make sure that it asks the Steam servers for the latest versions of stuff. Yeah, go play.
Console next week.
Yeah, Consti 4848. You can just go play now. Oh yeah, console's next week. Correct. If you're on console, then.
What about this one?
Ah, so doesn't work.
Should we do a round each of Jetty Boot and see who can get the highest score?
I don't want to, Mikkel.
The highest
fine.
score.
I'll start.
You'll start. Okay, we get
I
one
will.
try each. One try each, and we'll see.
Okay, but then Jakob, you need to spectate over the shoulder.
No, I trust them.
No,
No.
what?
Jacob,
Okay.
you need to be the judge.
No, I think this is a protest.
This is a serious battle.
I think.
This is a what's it called? Like
I
boot off.
had to need to be able to
MLG.
see the screen then.
Yeah. Go stand on somebody's head.
Right, we are.
It's so great that you can just spectate. No pressure, team.
Good job, Tim.
highly
I appreciate you.
Question: some people are noticing the rando beer choosing no mods for some spots. Is this intentional? No. If, however, okay, so if you are a new player and you do not have, because it only randomizes with things that you have unlocked. So if you have not unlocked the thing, or in the case of Subata, if the one thing you unlocked was one of the, I think, 2 or 3 mods that I removed or replaced, and then you would have those holes. Otherwise, no, it is not intentional. And if you are still experiencing it, I mean, please, like, take a screenshot and.
Oh, you're doing good, Tim.
I am.
Go to please fix our bug reporting thingy and please report it there.
Gonna have a rough time beating this.
So you put on your big boy
no.
boots to
We're
yeah,
also
yeah,
holding our breath.
Alright, who's next?
Who's next?
I can go next.
Oh no.
Question:
Johan.
Are there any new achievements?
Johan's
No, we
really
have
good.
no new achievements. Wow. Damn, Tim, that was pretty good.
You
That's
never
pretty
asked
good.
why I was called a noob stomper.
Yeah.
Oh.
For your Flappy Bird skills.
Question:
I
Is
take
Jetty
it
Boot
because
on
it's
the
my
Play
game.
Store? No, Jetty Boot is not on the Play Store. It's just in the space rig. I don't know. Do you feel? Would you like it to be on the Play Store?
Deep Rock is actually just a big marketing campaign for a
Jetty
mobile game
Boot.
that's coming out.
For a freaking Flappy Bird clone.
Someone had to try to do it that way.
New perk points use. Eventually, yes.
Johan is really good at this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jacob, we are gonna
That's gonna.
we're gonna not look good in this company.
I mean, my personal record is 58, so.
I think mine is 72 or something like that.
No, he's
but,
joking. He's joking. Those boots are made for walking, not jetting, Johan.
No. Mikkel, chat is demanding, and by chat I mean like 3 people in chat are demanding Jetty Boot on phones.
Oh.
They can play on the toilet or whatever.
Yeah. No.
With
It was
price
always-
progression.
But I also would like that. I mean,
Oh man,
Do it.
can't
Do it.
believe this.
actually, it has been super fun to do this game, and I mean, the game in itself, of course, is a fairly simple game, but all the thing we have done around it by doing that whole
damn
arcade
it, Johan.
machine and
Yeah.
doing voices for the dwarves and animations for when they're playing and all that, I think it's super fun.
I think the event of it is really the best part of it, Mikkel.
Yeah,
Just
I
being able
think
to stand there
maybe we
together.
maybe we over-designed it a little bit.
yeah, maybe so.
I guess you're
Just a
next.
little,
Make
but,
58 is the score to beat.
Shit.
Question: Will you be adding any underwater or water-related biomes? No plans for anything like that. I mean, Azure Wield is kind of like our take a bit on this like underwater theme, right? That's that. Is the question: Is clearing the high scores permanent, or does it reset when the space rig loads? No, it's permanent. I mean, like,
That being said,
it's not there for you to troll people. It's there for you to clear the high scores.
You can only troll people if you're the host.
Yes. And in the end, you're only trolling yourself.
Oi, that was close.
Whew. Question: Did all of you do voices for the dwarves? Can we get a sample? No. The voices are done by Javier. I don't know his last name, but
O'Neill.
there you go.
And Robert.
And Robert. Well, Robert is not dwarves. Robert is mission control.
Nah, that's true.
Whether or not mission control is a dwarf is a heated debate question internally as well. So don't ask.
You're doing pretty good, Mikkel.
Question: If the company doesn't care about the dwarves,
Jacob,
why
sorry.
do they keep
No, it's not
upgrading
me.
their
It's
canteen?
me.
That's a good question. I'm still not entirely sure if it's the company that got this in, or if it's one of the dwarves themselves that got this in. I mean, the bar is also like.
Oh, come on!
Is it company bar? Yeah, I don't know. Don't think too much into it.
No.
It hurts, doesn't it? Oh, that was
Yes.
that's good.
Out of the way, Peck.
For real? Oh wow!
Oh, yes!
Right, Jakob, come on, show us how it's done.
This
I'm
man-
not
what a
even on
rush.
the normal scoreboard.
It's,
Gives you worse.
it's perfect.
I think this is the
59,
kind of
58, 48.
this is the kind
Nah.
of high stakes gameplay Deep Rock
Yeah.
needed.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Then Jakob's gonna get like 12 and then just like reset the scores. Question: where are the high scores stored? They are stored in the cabinet, clearly, on its little memory chip.
I did try to go in and edit the files, but unsuccessful. So
Okay, you already tried.
yeah,
So a small pro tip for playing Jetty Boot is that maybe you're thinking you need to press the mouse button for the boot to fly, but I mean you can just use E and tap E.
What?
It makes it a little bit easier than using the mouse. Just
really.
Really?
Oh, you're telling me this now?
After he said the high score.
Obviously, for this to be fair, I played with the
Alright,
mouse.
E for
so
easy
I
mode, got it.
Of course you do.
The noob stomper
E for
has
easy.
become the noob stompy.
Ah.
I wasn't
It's
supposed to
actually
be
it's a
like
lot
that.
easier. Ah, fuck. Never mind.
The boot is on the other foot. Oh no, Jakob, why? You're nowhere near 59.
You're nowhere near 59.
That's fabulous.
I believe in Jacob. Oh, never mind.
I actually did better than I expected, so I think that's.
I think you did great.
Yeah,
oh
thanks.
man, this just made my day.
Hey, Timmy.
You know what?
Mikkel fucking beat Johan by 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You got me.
But you know
Yeah.
what? That's all like
Yeah, it's just I can't beat you youngsters.
there.
You want to join on the chatty chat? Then they can ask technical questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We're actually getting another programmer in on here. Getting Jens Emil, who's the lead programmer on Deep Rock Galactic, to join and answer all your questions.
What happens if I drink 2 randomizer?
For example,
Am I getting?
Jens Emil can answer that. I don't know. Hi, Jens Emil. Are you there? The first question is actually from Mikkel, and he wants to know what
This is too
happens if he
much.
drinks 2 randomizers.
He can ask me questions all day.
then I'm getting drunk.
It randomizes again. Second time.
No
That is
way.
what happens.
Very unexpected.
No,
You're not
I'll
getting
try it
twice
now.
as random outfit, but
it's double random.
Are you looking snazzy? That's great.
I have no idea how I look. Okay, dude.
Give me a rock.
Question: with an arcade cabinet being in the rig now, is there a possibility of other little arcade game things being added?
Everything is possible.
My dream is that we make a fighting game cabinet. That would be awesome.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We have a little fighting game.
Yes.
Have
That would
you-
be sick.
I don't know if you guys have played Dive Kick.
I have not played it, but I've seen it.
It's a fighting game that has 2 buttons.
That's one too many.
So you can jump
Yeah.
and kick.
Yeah, you can dive and you can kick.
Okay.
And dive generally moves you in different direction, and your kick also usually moves you somewhere. But your kick is the attack, and it's about positioning and mind games. It's
Sound complicated.
You think we can make a
It's
fight here
awesome.
with just 1 button?
Yes.
You think so?
Challenge accepted.
yeah.
So with a 1 button fighting game.
I feel like then you would go into the button mashing competition space.
No, but
No,
also
no.
you could do
It needs
stuff
to be
where
a
you-
turn-based fighting game.
Yeah, you could also do
Ah.
stuff where you needed to time stuff. I think
Yeah,
I
a
actually
rhythm
think it could be
fighting game
really
with
fun to
one
see.
button.
Yeah, exactly. I
Rhythm,
think that could
yeah.
actually be funny.
There you go, chat. Question: are you the management?
Who?
If you if you're referencing the management in DRG, yes, we are management.
Oh,
Jet boots. Grab them here.
Oh, jet boots and low gravity. We are not gonna
Nice.
touch it again.
What does this mean?
It means you can really fly around a lot.
It means you're never coming down again after going.
Ever, even if you want to.
woohoo!
Question:
Oh.
apart from sandwiches, what do the dwarves eat?
They like actually eat the native site breeders, I think.
What?
Yeah.
No, they eat eggs, right? Omelets.
No.
There's omelets.
You're not supposed to talk about the eggs. But it's written in the native site breeder miner's manual that they're quite tasty with a side of lemon.
No, Robert, you're totally welcome to join.
We're getting so many devs in here.
We're getting all the devs in here. Robert's going to be joining as well. This guy, we're having a party.
Oh, we got a huli hoarder. Huli hoarder. Now, the huli hoarder is not gonna get away now with jet boost.
Say again, Jakob?
Just gonna ask Robert constantly for voice lines or saying something in the chat.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we can do a little bit.
Do the voice.
Yeah, mission control is
Do the
joining,
voice.
correct.
Yes.
Did we get the huli hoarder?
No.
It's still running.
Stay close.
Test.
Got it.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
Yes. Excellent.
Hi, Robert.
Hello, everyone.
Question, could there be an upgrade to some of the older biomes so that they are up to the standard of quality of the newer biomes? We've been talking about that actually ever since we released Azure Wield and my brain died.
But there is I think this is a
Follow
matter
now.
of acquired taste, because some of the simpler biomes we have are also actually some of the ones when we're doing polls, been doing polls on favorite biomes, has also come out as some of the favorite ones. And I think this is, has something to do with that a simpler biome can have a higher amount of readability in it.
Oh, 100%. I don't think this is or if it's a question about increasing the amount of stuff in the biomes, then the answer is no. I think the thing was more about, like, we have some stuff, for example, in Dense Biozone that is very old, like some very old models
And
that,
there's actually some
they
things
could be
in there that
polished.
I don't like. But yes, that's true. Yes.
Oh,
we
stuff
could-
like that.
Yeah, okay, obviously.
sure.
It's also stuff like we have like if you ping anything in the new biomes, there's most likely a voice line going along with it.
Oh, no, don't promise that. That is such a...
No, but it's one thing that could be updated, right?
yeah, that's it's a massive work to do a retro.
There's your fishing game.
Yep.
The same could also be said for some of the very oldest enemies. I mean, I know the acid, the spitballer, the big blue plant. That's also lacking a bit behind these days. Like
I really want
That's Spitty.
the board game Nexus breeder. What's it called?
Yeah, that's
The
nice.
spawner. I want that in the game. That's super nice.
You want what?
The board game. What's it called? Nexus spawner thing.
Yeah.
I want that model.
So the thing is that the one in the game right now is literally officially the oldest thing in DRG. Right?
actually, yes, it's even from before the Glyphid models, because that was made before we made the new ones and still had those awful old prototype ones we stole from Epic.
So they're for historical purposes, Jakob.
Yes.
Stop trying to rewrite history.
Someone has to.
But every time we are touching old stuff, it is always, we're doing it very carefully, because half of the time when we touch old stuff and try to improve it, we have a lot of the community going, well, I liked it better with the way it was before, or I want that as well. And that makes it a little bit difficult. So, adding new stuff is always safe for us. Changing old stuff is way more complicated or delicate, if you will.
By the way, Jens Emil, I don't know if we were talking about this before you joined with the one-button fighting game.
I had just joined.
You had just joined. Okay. So it's confirmed, right? Nice.
Yes, season 10 fighting game season. Confirmed.
Nice.
Oh yes. Let's go.
That's in 5 years. Perfect.
Oh, Mike!
Too
Now you
soon.
you just confirmed our long planning, our long plan for DRG.
All our secrets.
All our secrets spoiled.
Question: will we ever get a petting zoo on the space rig for our Steves? No. No, stop asking. I mean, remember, you leave Steve behind. What are you talking about? You monster. Question: can I take a loot bug into the space rig and give it hats?
Is this Simone undercover?
It is totally Simone.
Yeah, tomorrow she'll be all like, I heard the community wants it, so I made this like last week.
People are monsters.
Simone's been trying to put hats on Glyphids for a long time.
I don't think she stopped trying. I think she actually did.
This is a serious Space Marine game, damn it.
I think also we got Anders to put like the driller hat on maggots, and somehow made them invincible or something.
That was funny.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Robert, a question for you: is it weird for you to hear your own voice in game?
Always. I am still not in a position where hearing my own voice is comfortable at all. At least Good Old Trolls has done some nice sort of post-processing on it, so it's all right. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever learn to sort of enjoy hearing my own voice.
But Robert, then think about how weird it is for us to hear your voice in real life.
Oh,
you really have a cozy job.
I do have a cozy job. It's true.
Well, Robert, they're just saying that your voice is great.
It is great.
Oh, you guys.
I just had a cool shower thought about what you should not be bringing electronics into showers. Like, don't watch streams in the shower. Dangerous.
What?
I don't know. Somebody's like watching this while they're in the shower.
That is a good point.
Don't watch it on a toaster, at least. That's,
what if it's a
dangerous.
waterproof phone that he's watching on?
Oh shit, that's true.
Man.
Welcome to the future,
I
man.
guess you actually could. Yes, you could.
There's another question. Can you find jet boots on any mission?
Yes.
But the chance is random, right?
It's a random chance. What is the chance? Is it like,
Is it
I don't know.
15%?
It's 15 or 10%, 10% maybe, I think.
10ish.
This is something, I mean, we've been testing the build a lot, and we felt that this was a fine balance of having it. Again, it is a feature that is disruptive to the core gameplay, so I mean, it can't be there all the time. It's just sort of like a spice on your PlayStation.
Exactly.
I think that always having it devaluates it a little bit. It really should be a little treat that you can find, I think. That extra spice, as you say.
Question: will you guys add more Praetorian, Goo Bomber, Glyphid variants? A Praetorian that spits out lava, perhaps. So a Fire Praetorian was prototyped and was cut. It's stepping on the toes of the Dreadnought.
It didn't make it into the trailer, though.
No, but it was also...
but the Fire Bomber did.
And I think also some of we also want variety, right? And I think the Fire Praetorian we were prototyping was also very close to the existing Praetorian that is like breathing acid and giving you damage, right? Direct damage. So in that terms, it was not different enough, I think.
100%.
What's my mods even?
Mikkel, a question for you. How did you originally come up with Rock and Stone?
Well, the story is it's a very simple story, I think, because I mean I wanted to do sort of like this war cry or shout that was like uniting the dwarves, like so you felt like you were part of this team, and I think Robert and I was trying to come up with some good ideas, and I think Rock and Stone was just one of the first lines I had suggested in there. And it was just very difficult for us to come up with something that was as strong as that. Right, Robert? I mean...
I completely agreed. I mean, as we do with all these kinds of things, we wrote up a list and put down suggestions on it, and Rock and Stone is just something that kept coming up. It has a good mouthfeel,
And there's this, I also think that the strong thing about it is this thing that the dwarves are, you know, celebrating something that is quite mundane. They're not riding gold and the jewelry, right? It is rock and stone. It's hard labor. It's dirty. It is. I don't know.
Exactly. But yeah, exactly. I also remember some of the old SAN documents. We also referred to the dwarves as stonekin, like. Dwarves like stone. It makes a lot of sense for them to celebrate the simple thing stone is.
But and then of course I remember in the beginning when I was saying we need this rock and stone into the game, and I wonder one button reserved for this, and it doesn't do anything. There was a lot of but why are we not adding gameplay to it? Why are we just adding this? And I felt really strong about having no gameplay attached to it, because I wanted it like a pure way of communicating. Like if I rock and stone, it just means that I hear you, I see you, I celebrate that I like what you were doing. I say thank you for reviving me by saying rock and stone.
I'm here for you. We
It
need to
means,
talk. And
Yeah,
stuff
and I
like
mean,
that.
I'm just saying that rock and stone is just this very simple way of communicating a lot of different things depending on the context that you use it in, right? If we rock and stone in the drop pod when we finish a mission, it means like good job, guys, and so on. So it has a lot of meanings, especially because it's so simple. I've also been very much against us ever introducing a communication wheel. And again, I really like that the dwarves are so fluid and autonomous in the communication. There's a lot of voice lines going on between the dwarves that you as a player don't have any control over. And I really like that. And it's also part of setting the, you can say, the mood or the friendliness or the banter between the dwarves that you don't control it. One of the things that I'm especially proud of is when a dwarf is late joining and he's coming down on a late join pod. He goes like, one of the dwarves that is closest to him says like, welcome to the theme. And welcome him, and he goes like, I'm glad joining the team. And this little like set of communication is just really nice, I think. And there's a lot of small touches like that where the dialogue is automatically happening and setting the mood. Another example for the voice lines would be when, for example, when you are mining minerals and you can't carry anymore. The dwarves says like, I can't carry anymore. I need to find Molly, right? And again, helping you understand what is going on. So yeah, we use communication. We use the dwarves voice lines as a way of communicating what is going on in a 4-player co-op, so you understand what the other dwarves are doing. We do the same thing with mission control. I mean, mission control is also telling you the story about what is going on. And again, enforcing it. Obviously, we also tell like what is the progression of a mission is also taking place in the UI. In this case here, where we are doing the salvage, we have the bar going up, and you can see which dwarfs is inside and outside the sphere, the defense zone. But mission control is also helping you, saying about what is happening with the progression and so on. And again, it enhances the co-op aspect of the game.
Question. Do any DRG devs have deep rock tattoos, and what are your thoughts on players with them? I think Jens, do you have a tattoo?
Oh, no tattoos for me.
My favorite one has been the one, I think it was posted on Reddit, where they had made the dwarves into cats. Like they had different cats that were different.
That was super cool.
Dwarves. That
Was
one
a
is
really good
I think that one is the best one I've seen.
I personally really want a rock and stone tattoo. I haven't gotten anyone yet. I haven't seen a design that I really wanted to put on my arm. But maybe something for you to do for me, Robert.
We shall have to do something about that, I think.
But of the people right now in the voice chat here, does anybody actually have tattoos?
I don't.
No, me neither. So I think in some ways we, of course, like, yeah.
Kinda have to be a tattoo person to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, so.
Oh, sorry.
But in terms of other people, like how we feel about the players having tattoos, I mean, for me, it's a very special thing. I think it's right. I mean, like it really is a compliment to the game.
To an,
Wait
to an
a minute.
extreme degree, I think it's so awesome. Those I've seen, and I feel extremely honored and humbled by it. Honestly, it's like wow, we've touched someone here in a good way, and that's really cool.
Enough to get like a tattoo, right?
Exactly.
I mean, and I agree. I think I'm super proud about people who. I mean, I'm super proud about people getting tattoos with the DRG content.
I'm sorry, Jacob.
Must also be a little bit unnerving that something you made is actually on permanently or semi-permanently on someone's body.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good incentive to keep making a good game, I would say. Otherwise, those people
Every time we make some artwork now, like this will probably go on someone's face or something.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Could happen.
Oh
Mike.
man, I can. Wait. Oh, I can get it.
Oh no. Rock and stone.
Rock and stone. The only way to get home. Question: did you consider a Rockbox bulk detonator for the new season? Yes, it was considered. As for the why not, I think how it would change how you play it would actually be minimal. So the thing is, the bulk detonator, whether it's Rockbox, radiation, or whatever, the thing would still be that you would be focusing fire on it, shooting its points, and avoiding it, right? So it's not that it's completely like as a bad idea or whatever, but the enemies we focused on instead were ones that thought would bring a little more interest.
I agree.
Oh yeah. More shiny. This is gonna make me look so fancy.
Silence.
Rice pudding is still going on.
What is the thing?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
What? What?
Don't look at chat. It's rice pudding chat.
What are people doing?
I think it's like 2 or 3 people, but they're having a good time.
I'm scared.
Question: can we give Steve a DRG hard hat so he really feels like part of the team? He deserves it. So as for Steve's feelings,
No, it's too unrealistic.
that's where you draw the line.
That is where we draw the line. Yeah.
That said, like, I mean, we've gone through multiple iterations of trying to make Steve more visible to the team, and I feel that like people are still requesting that we go further with this. And I personally, while playing, have seen people just unload into Steve, and it's like, of course, it's gonna happen no matter what, but yeah, I don't know. But sorry, a hard hat is completely unrealistic on a killer space spider. So.
I mean, it may sound weird because we are doing a lot of crazy things in Deep Rock Galactic, but we are actually trying to find some kind of balance in what we do in terms of silliness and gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And we are trying to keep silliness on the space rig and not in the caves when you're playing the game.
Yes.
To some extent, right? Obviously, this is not like completely. They're not like completely square rules.
Like Hexy's RGB fans.
For example. Oh, so good.
Such a wonderful addition.
But I mean, that's a good example, I would say. I mean, Haxi having RGB fans, that's some guy down in RNG that's been having a good time putting him together. Steve magically getting a hard hat
God damn it.
when doesn't count for that, I would
Fuck
say.
you, Tim.
So we try to find these balances, and I think that there's also, I mean, there's a different mood or atmosphere when you're in the caves, and we want to try to preserve that. I think I've seen a lot of people talking about, can I dance? Do dance moves in the caves? And I really think dancing is for the space rig. It's not for the caves. You are
Agreed.
So, and I mean, that's just one example, and obviously there are more where we would probably say this goes for the space rig. It doesn't work for the caves.
Basically, my own sort of go-to explanation is sort of like the game is taking the threats in the game very seriously. The dwarves are not. So the dwarves can have a lot of fun, but they're still sort of taking their job seriously, despite them, having a good time doing it. When they're on the job, right?
Yeah, they're like professional idiots.
No, but
right?
I also see it. I also see it as they have this pretty horrific job, like going into this planet. It's deadly. Everything is trying to kill them constantly, and they need to be able to let out some steam, right, or get some release from all this horror, the horrors of Hoxes, right? And that means that they. I mean, that's why they dance and drink beers and have fun with each other and have all the banter going on. Right? I mean, that is in the face of danger.
Agreed.
So I heard something about us actually having to go to the kitchen in a second for release champagne.
We're celebrating.
Champagne.
We're celebrating that we didn't encounter any severe bugs while streaming.
I mean, there was that like space floating foam. Jakob saw.
Details.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it totally didn't happen. The lithofoamer is perfect.
I didn't see it.
Then it can't be true.
Yeah. Question: what happened to the photo booth?
What? We never talked about a photo booth, did we?
I don't remember talking about a photo booth.
No, that solves that.
Yeah.
A photo booth could be cool though.
Should it be one of those Japanese photo booths where you can make it add cat ears to your face, stuff like that?
We do
I
have
just
somewhere, I think. That's
So I think a photo booth could be pretty fun. But I'm just saying that if we want to do it really good, we should not underestimate the amount of work that goes into doing a photo booth.
Exactly.
And I'm just looking at the Jetty Boot arcade machine that we actually spent a lot of time polishing up to what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying you would probably multiply that by a lot before we had a photo booth that I would think was fun and
photo booth season.
I bet it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those features that no one knows about, and at the end of development, Mikkel's like, "Hey, I made this."
Surprise! Well, let's throw it in. That's true.
It's gonna be one of those.
No, but I don't know, Jacob. I think everyone is going down into the kitchen.
Yeah,
so.
I will join. I'll just. I already found someone to raid Johan, so.
Nice.
Okay, good. Then I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Are we saying goodbye or?
We're saying goodbye.
We're saying goodbye.
We say goodbye.
And passing
Goodbye
them on.
and have fun with the season 4,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you for playing.
Rock and Stone minus.
Enjoy.
Rock and Stone.
Stone.